Hey everybody, Pete Gluzak here for Bass University TV, and I'm here with young Patrick Walters. How are you, man?
Pete, man, I'm doing great. I'm happy to be here. It's ICAST 2019. Things are going good, you know, and hey, I'm really happy to be here with you guys.
Hey, I appreciate you being here, man. You're out on the Elite Tour now.
Yes, sir.
And we've been seeing you, get some nice exposure out there, watching you fish. It's got to be an exciting time for you being out there.
You know, it really has been an exciting year this year. You just, all in all, it's gone good. It's been a good year. You know, there's a lot of decisions I would actually like to take back a little bit, and there's some things I'd actually like to change, you know. Tell you the truth, I don't feel like my execution's been 100%, but what gets me excited about that is, there's room for growth. That's
right.
What you got to look at is what can you improve on. And I've had a great year. I'm really happy to be where I'm at right now. Yeah. And it's hard to beat when you're catching fish.
Yeah, and that's a problem Brian the Carpenter deals with. He has nowhere to improve. He's amazing at everything. But that's a great point. And we're all looking to grow, and we're all looking to get better. We're all looking to get more consistent, and that's what we do at Bass University.
Absolutely.
We have the best guys in the world like yourself. Teaching about the techniques that they're really good at. And you and I were talking a little bit earlier about how you go about finding fish, and whether you're a tournament angler or you're just going fishing, I think the techniques that you're using are going to be really helpful to our guys. And you were telling me about how when you're looking for fish, you start shallow.
Absolutely. See, Santee and Cooper's my home lake. I'm from South Carolina. I'm from the Low Country, and shallow water fishing is, I would consider, my strength. That's what I love to do day in and day out. And so what I do is no matter what body of water I go to, I'll do some research, some prior knowledge on each one. I watch the Bass U videos. I see what the guys are saying and kind of what they're talking about. And what I'll do is I kind of get some preconceived notions on that body of water and kind of what time of year and how it's going to set up. But I instantly start as shallow as I possibly can. I'll start in about 3 inches of water. Wherever I can get to the furthest back of a creek or a pocket. And what I love to do is I go from shallow to deep. I'll work out of that pocket, and that way I can find the fish to what depth they're setting up. Are they moving back in the pockets, or are they heading out? Instead of, I think if I think the fish are deep, I don't want to say I'm going to start in 25 foot of water and then work shallower, because those fish could be sitting in 30 feet of water and I just missed them by 5 feet. When I start shallow, I can completely work my way out to deep water fishing. And to tell you the truth, the best thing I've found so far for doing that and covering water is actually a wacky worm. It's a stick bait, whether it's Nico or just weightless. If you can, you're going to catch way more fish weightless, but when I'm practicing, I'll put as heavy a weight in it as I can get away with, and I'll put an O-ring on there and just tie the line straight to it. That way, you're fishing as fast as you can, and you can fish it. I fished actually a weighted Nico up into 30 feet of water. You put a lot of weight in there and it drops down there, but if that fish is there, he's going to bite it.
Yeah. So, but for you non-tournament guys, we recommend using a hook. But
yeah, if you're definitely fishing and you're looking to catch fish, I would highly advise using a hook.
But you practice without a hook, and that's interesting. That's mind-blowing for a lot of people to go out there and try to get bites to not catch them. But that's really cool. You tie it to a O-ring.
I do.
And fish it wacky.
Well, what I do is I'll actually have 2 rods on the deck. I'll have one with a hook and one without a hook, but predominantly I'm fishing the one without a hook to cover water. And then when I get a couple bites in an area, like say I get 5 or 6 bites, I'll throw the one with the hook to size check them.
Yeah.
Because overall, if I can find the fish in an area, I know that there's probably a good fish in there and I can go back. I just want to make sure they're not all, say warmouth or rock bass or something. And I want to make sure they're all good sized fish and stuff like that. But if you get 5 or 6 bites, you can go back in there and catch a decent fish every now and then. But the thing is, when I'm throwing it with no hook, you get a lot of confidence in it, because you can really put it up anywhere. You can skip it up in there a mile, and because when you're from my home lake, if you're not skinning bark, you're not catching fish. So I'll throw it up there in the lay down and everything, and then it's completely weedless. And the hard thing is when you do go back in the tournament and you have a hook on there, you end up snagging up a little bit more.
Yeah.
But,
skin and bark, I like it.
You got to skin bark.
The interesting thing that I've found about when you're practicing and you're getting bites, and this is really, I think this is important for all anglers, because I think a lot of people, when they get a bite,
It's Mike Iaconelli. This is Bass U TV.
Here's what's awesome about Bass U TV.
You get the top instructors.
Real tools that help you catch more fish consistently.
And that's why you want to check out Bass U TV.
Join the Bass U family.
Welcome to Bass U TV.